a little bit hard up hearing me talk. But I haven't been lacking the steps. I just haven't been making up my 7,000 a day. So this walk will get me back up to my average 32, if not beyond, hopefully. So irregular walks that help with the back too, to be honest. So there's one not the long one today. But I don't have my microphone. Who we got here? Hello, how are you? How's life? Cheers for the thumbs up. Can you hear me okay? Can you put a little emoji on the screen if I'm coming through okay? But yes, the walk for autism, crunching the numbers, getting the steps up. Cool. Well, it's not windy today, so you should be okay to hear me, and I don't have my mic on. So chances are I won't go silent for a longer period like the other night. But sun is setting. The bushland, little Willy Wagtail. I know it's you. I can read the sign, and I said, "Hello, how are you? Hope you were good today, and thanks for tuning in." I have to check out your channel. I haven't seen your work for a couple of days, so hopefully you put some new drawings up and pictures and so on. So hopefully you got some good ones. I got my sunnies on tonight too, so I have to take them off to read the screen because my eyes are buggered. Moral of the story is don't go old. So I'll try and do a full lap of lake today. Well, and then hopefully we'll catch some of that sunset at the that lookout I went to the other night during my live stream. So yeah, if I start puffing and falling over, calls 000. Joking, joking, joking. I'll be fine. Got the new kicks on tonight too. Should see how fast I can run in them now. Oh, learning to walk in them again. So we've got 3 on, no 2 on, a few on. Hit the like button up the top there. How's everyone's day been? Oh. So, what's what's so Actually, this is Yeah, good work. Hey, love is where you least expect to find it. So this is the spot where the frogs were the other night. Can you hear them whooping? Just I keen to drop my phone down there. Oh, I want to turn this around again because we're getting some good views now. We've got 3 on. Hello, how are you? Like, subscribe, do what you need to do. But here we go. Here's the views. What do you reckon, guys? Do I walk to the beach or do I just walk around the lake? Throw the ideas at me. But over here is where I was the other night, getting the sunset photos. And to walk all the way home, let's go all the way around the lake. Wants to have another kid. Jesus. You have the first kid first, don't you? I have to wait for the first kid to pop out and see how we go. How you go. But I got sun in my eyes. I'm walking along the lake. Look at that. Well, that's what I thought. The first one ain't even born yet. So yeah, see how the first one goes first. You might go, no more for me. But God has a plan. The first one's an angel, and the second one's the devil. So that's why I stopped at two. But this is the worst part of the walk. We've got houses one side, the bush the other side, and the sun in my eyes. Yeah, so essentially, you got a problem with my face. Looks good with the lighting. And people probably think I'm a bit of a weirdo talking to my phone. But it's just like a FaceTime, except you guys can't talk back, just only text. So who cares? Who cares what people think? The bro, Daisy, you even okay? Well, I hope Daisy's okay. Hope you're okay too, dude. Oh, piss off. Sorry, I got so many messages coming up. Hey, buddy. Check the phone back again. Hello. Still wondering, like I said, doing this for Walk for Autism. I've got the watch on. You can't see it because it's covered up. We've got a jump on. It's been cold. Need to max up my steps. I was slack yesterday. I was tired. One day. So I even say what I'm about to say? Or if you have to think about it, don't say it. Have a think and leave the emotion out. But yeah, walk for autism. My steps have been low. I didn't walk yesterday. I was a bit tired. First full day at work for a long time. Coming back from a bit of autistic burnout. So um, go for a walk tonight. As Blake from Autismatic puts it, I'm going to collect some spoons and yeah. Question is though, what do I have for dinner when I get home? Someone throw some ideas at me. There you go. Third option here, guys. Choose your own adventure. Do I keep walking around the lake? Or do I do a hook it to the left and go to the beach? What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Beach it or lake it? Neighbours having a bit of a party by the sounds of it. You know what? I'm feeling kind of healthy. New shoes are on. Might head up to the beach. Means more walking in the sunshine, but hey. Oh, hang on, where's it? Oh, you don't take that bush. It's the main road. So just getting my bearings. Haven't done this walk for a while. My brain wants to ask the question. Please ask the question. Ask away. Confidence. Beautiful autumn weather. Soon to be spring where I'm going. You know what? I'm not going to go to the beach. I'm going to walk around the lake. We'll get the view of the lake. I get your brain maybe asking that questions, but yeah, don't be doing that to yourself. You may make some money, but you don't see all of that, unfortunately. Oop. So there is a beach back up behind me, but I'm walking straight now to the other corner of the lake. I can say corner of the lake. The lake is like a square, I guess, if you look at it from above angle. But we do have a main road. If you lose me, I'm sorry. Um, I don't have my microphone on. They weren't charged when I got home from work today, so yeah. Here's what it is. Meow. If I keep this walk up, I'm gonna have to take my jacket off though, and my jumper. Get the Walk for Autism t-shirt out. But tomorrow, guys, a big day for me. I'm heading up to see my psychiatrist, and we are doing the testing, the official testing for an official diagnosis of autism. So yeah, we got 3 people on. Hit the like button at the top, give us a thumbs up. Welcome to Rolling with the Spectrum, where we talk about all things autism, mental health, and much more. Where you're free to be. You're free to see me. And I start singing. I scare all the customers away. Look, always get one slow car not doing the speed limit, and everyone else follows behind. Oh, if anyone's over this way or over this side of the country, there's a few cool little things in there for the kids. That's the sign there. Yeah, that's the sign there. So yeah, like I said, it's good things in there for the kids. Oh, the kitty winks. I just got people passing me now. Me walking slow. But yeah, is that better? It's pretty much a, what is it? It's an environmental centre, so kids can go in there. They've got marine turtles. I think there was a few sharks in there last time. It was all baby sharks. They're trying to nurse back to health for letting them back out in the wild. So I'm pretty sure it's run by volunteers also. So yeah, that's the sign there. That's an aggregate. In case you're wondering, yeah. Hello, how are you? Just passing a little fella learning to ride his bike. Don't see if there's any. So it's one of the drains here. Leads into the lake. Believe it or not, that's actually a reflection. Yeah, it's not a bad sign. Everyone's doing their walks, getting fit. Oh, mate's got a beer in it, loving life. They have ladies in lycra. Yeah. But yeah, I'll show you where we are in a minute in the world. For those of you who follow us, know I'm from Perth. Um, Down the southern part of Perth, where we have A tree. No, so the other night, where were we here? The other night, the tower, overlooking the thingo, and I think we're up top here now. So when I say corner, that's what I meant by the corner of the roads, pretty much. So Lake Richmond. It is getting a name change soon to its traditional Noongar name. So I'm getting a bit warm, so I'm about to take my jumper off. I'll try and stand it up so you guys can see. Guys can see. Getting all sweaty. First ever rolling with a spectral jumper. So if you like them, let me know in the comments, and we'll see if we get some merch happening. And we got the Walk for Autism t-shirt, which is what I'm doing right now. And I have done just under, that's in miles, so got to try and change that to kilometres. If anyone do the quick maths for us, I've just done nearly 1.5 miles. So if you look across here, oh, so that's where we come from, just over here, where the red house is. Let's zoom in. So I live not too far from there. I'm not going to say where, but I'm going to walk all the way around. So the camera probably doesn't do it too much justice. But these are some of the animals we get around here. The old big tail, and what we got here? The osprey, and a fucking ugly looking bin chicken. So yeah, we get some nice animals and some bird life as well. Lots of snakes in here too during the summertime. But yeah, who would have thought this is Perth in the wintertime? How good is it? T-shirt, shorts, good afternoon walk, getting the steps up for Walk for Autism. If you're keen to donate and support the walk itself, I do have a link. I'll put one in the description once it's published for people to watch. But yeah, go some of my other videos. There's a link in the descriptions of those videos. There's also a link on my channel for Walk for Autism if you want to donate and support. All the money goes to Aspect for Walk for Autism. So don't be afraid. It doesn't go to me. I don't see a penny of it. Be nice. But I don't, unfortunately. And seeing it's just coming out of our summer, I'll walk down the little jetty into the lake and see what we can see. Normally there's pelicans of an afternoon, getting the last of the sun and the fresh water before they go back to the islands just off the coast. So, like I said, plenty of bird life out here. And like I said, sometimes see a snake or two. Couldn't even see a snake now, it's getting warm. Well, it's still warm. But yeah, show you what I mean. We've got a jetty just out here that goes out into the wetlands. And you actually see the pelicans just out here. So go and take a closer look at them, I reckon. Who's with me? Who we got here? GS Tattoo. Hi, how are you? How's your night been, or afternoon, day, or wherever you are? Hope it's going good for a Tuesday. Yeah, it's going well at the moment. As I said at the start of this live feed, I missed a day yesterday walking. I did get steps, however, so I'll add that to the tally. But this walk is to pretty much get some more steps up, so I'm ahead of my quota in case I do miss days, essentially. So, um, reason I say I might miss 1 or 2 days here and there. I do have a bulging disc in my lower back, L4, L5, so some days it's just too painful to do anything. But this walking has actually made it good. So yeah, doing pretty good there. Quiet evening, yeah. I'm gonna have a quiet one when I get back home shortly. It's actually quite cold in the shade. Hope my nipples don't come through. Hey, how are you? How are you? Good. Little puppy's gone for their walk. But yeah, let's have a turn the camera around. Little pelicans out there. I don't know if you guys can see them. If you can hear the hooting noise in there, just in here, there's hooting noises, which are frogs. Which call a West Australian hooting frog. Oh, there you go. It sounds like a kids playing tricks on you, making a to get them all going off. Oh, I got no one on at the moment, have I? Oh well. But here we go. There's a jetty out there, so we're just walking up to the go to the gazebo, and then we'll go up to the jetty. No fishing though in the lake. There are a few fish in there. Not too sure what variety of fish they actually are, apart from cold wet ones. I'd say there's some sort of mullet. Oh, kids are making some noise over there too. Actual kids. Good little bush track in there where the kids can go riding bikes. So here we go. Snaky, snaky. No swimming or feeding the dinosaurs. So no feeding the dinosaurs. And when it floods up to here, like last winter, you couldn't get past here. It would have been up to my ankles, easy. Under the boardwalk, there you go. The sun's about setting. Oh, excuse me for sniffing too. It's bloody cold. Colder than what I'm used to anyway. So don't scare them. We'll zoom in on them. Pterodactyls have taken off. Got almighty have room here too. There while the sun's behind the thing there. That's behind me there too. The ground's a bit crackly there, look. I don't know what doing with that the ground. But we've got some spoonbill ibises over here. Now we go, autism showing. And a few bin chickens. Soup tonight, I reckon. Soup's on the menu. Soup and worms. Try and hold it still because it's a bit shaky, the camera. But you got old mate having a swim here. Having a chat with his duck mate. And hang their wings out to dry. See if he comes up with anything, this little fella. Get him. Let's check this out. What's that? Beautiful little area, this. Oh, pterodactyls are going home for the night. Cross back to unless something scared them. Probably me. But they literally fly over your house and block the sun out. So you get shadows going across the house and you think, what the hell is that? Is that an aeroplane? And you go outside, there's a flock of pelicans flying over. So yeah, that's a little urban paradise and amongst the urban sprawl of what Perth is. Here we go. Tiger snakes are common in the area. Little buggers, look at them. You, like, fuck you, snake. Now, I did say I'm going to try and make it back to the bird hide, but we'll see how it goes. The sun's got a bit of a way to go before it falls into the ocean and cools down tonight. I got nothing to rush home to. The dogs have been fed. So yeah, how's the battery looking? Yeah, I got some battery left too, guys. So yeah, this little bush track in here takes me back home. And kids come riding through on their bikes and scooters and shit. So, like I say, it's a good little urban bushland from the run amok in and not get in trouble too much. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
But yeah, it gets very spooky. When I was running, because I can't run at the moment because of my back. Um, but when I was doing an early morning run through here, it looks very eerie and paranormal like. Call out Sam and Colby to come here and do an investigation. Do, 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 do. A bit I like about this part too at sunset is when the sun dark this side, but sun's peeking through trees, and this eerie bushland gets the last of the sun and makes a orange colour. Yeah, it really is a great spot to come through. Like Blake, if you haven't checked him out, go over to Autism Addict, hit like, subscribe to him as well. If you like all things electro music, electro dance music, what's that, EDM? Your live stream last night, I'm pretty sure. I wasn't awake to see it, but I'll go check him out later. But like he says, these walks, just good for the mind and the body. Um, of the uneven surfaces building up muscle in my lower back, helping to strengthen that up too. So doing the steps for a walk for autism, looking like a weirdo talking to my phone in front of other people. Definitely out of my comfort zone. So those of you who tuned in, thanks for watching. If you can hit the like, be brilliant. Even subscribe would be better. But while it's a quiet sort of spot at the moment, well, the spectrum's essentially here for autism advocacy, so raising awareness for all things autism, trying to make it a more inclusive future for our brothers and sisters with and our kids with autism. So just had Autism Awareness Month last month, and if you go back to that video on my channel, I explain that's where got threatened to get my head punched in because my daughter was having a meltdown. Unfortunately, his daughter got kicked in the process, walking too close to essentially my daughter while she was having a meltdown, and wanted to press shut. Oh fuck! Is that a snake or is that a? Here you go, guys. Snake. Just there. Look at him. He's a big fucker. I'm about 100, probably 100 meters away from. No, not even. About 50 meters away from him. Fucking lucky I saw him. Otherwise, I would have think it's a stick and would have walked on it. Hopefully, with the cold air, he's not quick enough to actually strike or anything like that. But he seemed to be moving across the road a bit. Just got to keep my eye out for his mates. But yeah, this is where he was, just around here. Let me zoom back in. But yeah, he was just in there somewhere. So let's be careful now as I walk past here. I don't spook the bastard and he comes out and attacks me. But I think we're safe. Healthy respect for snakes. So glad I got that on camera actually. So um, those of you who will watch this later will see it. So you know what? I'm not going up the bird hide. I'm going to walk home along this dirt track past the little river and be on the lookout for more snakes. I was thinking with the kids riding their bikes through here just about 10, 15 minutes ago, all the wildlife would have been scared off a bit. But it just goes to show too that snakes don't particularly hibernate in the colder months. They just slow down the Australian snakes. Being cold-blooded and having warmer days, they'll be a little bit more active. Probably around this time of night, getting little animals that come out. So, so yeah, just tell this lady that we've seen one. Just be a bit careful up there. I just saw a snake go across the path.
Sorry?
I just saw a snake go across the path before, so
Why that one?
I went in the
Yeah.
bush. Yeah, so
You-
just be careful and do the right. You got to tell the people. But on me, he's got his dog here and the bike, so hopefully he scares them all off. Yeah, I think that'll be right. Should be scared off. But you got to warn them though. You got to warn people. Wouldn't be fair if poor old love fucking stumbles on a tiger snake or a dugite. But I tell these guys that are coming up too. Hey guys, just be aware. I've seen a snake up there before on the path, so hopefully he's going home to bed. Yeah, that's the bird look out there. And how good's that? Pity I can't actually turn the camera on its side for you. But the colours, there's been a burn off out in the hills this afternoon. Yes, I am Australian, and that's the nice Aussie sunset we get around this time of year, and it's heading into winter. So whereabouts are you from? Rangatia. Is that how you pronounce it? Australian, and I'm doing the Walk for Autism for Aspect and trying to raise money for kids on the spectrum and adults for that matter too. And it goes towards mental health. People are suffering with mental health due to their autism. So I'm in that boat myself. So doing my best to raise awareness and money to help for the cause. So yeah, that's there. Beautiful orange. Awesome contrast behind us on these salt bushes. And all the bugs are coming out now. So you can hear little birds tweeting, having a feast. Probably about 5 minutes ago, saw a snake across the path. But we all grew up watching Steve Irwin, so we're not really scared of snakes in Australia. See, if he was on a 250 or 450, he would have scared the fucking snakes away. Because he's on a little pansy electric bike, probably gets up and goes, but yeah, would have scared the snake away and I would have been attacked by it. Here we go. That's where we just come from, where the jetty. Sun's almost gone. The other live feed the other night was just up here. But yeah, heaps of people out walking tonight. Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, I just love it. You can smell the salt bush. One last look at that sun. I will go past the park where I take the kids to go and play. And it's a Morty bike. This sounds like a real one. That's a real motorbike. The other one's electric though. Look, I got no issues with them doing this. You know, they're not hurting anyone. They could be fucking robbing houses or fucking something, but I was on right to the bush, mate. You know, people are going to whinge at them, but I'd much rather them be out doing this shit, leaving me alone. Yeah, the little river. There's some ducks in there. But yeah, much rather them do that in the bush here than fucking sitting behind the PlayStation, playing iPads and trolling fuckers online. You know what I mean? Just they're out getting a bit of fresh air. People are going to be pissed off with them, but mate, I ride motorbikes. Used to ride motorbikes. My back is a bit too cooked for that. So, but yeah, I love this part. During the winter, it's a lot more clearer, and the water actually rushes out into the lake. So, but I'm going to try and get down to the park because as it's a full moon, I think tonight it's meant to be as the sun sets, the moon rises, and so I'm just having a look in here, see if I can see any fish. Now, normally after the bigger rains, you get more fish in here, I think, because it connects to the ocean too through drainage system. So, and these waterways are pretty clean because you can see the bottom. You know, there's bird life and whatnot, kids everywhere. But this is my favourite part too. Showed you the other night on the live feed, but I'm pretty sure the wind makes these little huts. Or where the birds do, I don't know. Someone correct me here. If it stops, I'm not bouncing the camera. It's like the shit falls down from the trees here and creates a natural hut. And all along the bank up to the park, they're all along there. And that's another way home. That way it gets a little bit soggy in the winter. But here's one more of those little natural huts. Just waiting for something spooky and paranormal to come out in it. Take me to your leader. But yeah, can see even see the bottom before I fall in. You can see the roots from the tree, so that's the tree falling over, creating it. And these little buggers here are called European coots. I call them the cricket ducks because it looks like they've got zinc on their nose from playing cricket all afternoon. But yeah, that's the bottom there. That's how clear it is. You can see them. You can see the little footsies kicking along. Go, bro, go. So yeah, hopefully get to the park now. But there is a bit of smoke in the east where the hills are. So we might not see the moon come up just yet. But we might even see the neighbour and their beautiful puppy who loves a cuddle. Little grey female husky. See, I don't know if it's the cormorants here, aka shags, but yeah, there's a cormorant there. So I don't know whether they go along the bank and make the nests out of the reeds there. Like, I'm going to say she. I'm assuming she's looking to lay a few eggs just before the winter and hatch them in spring. Nice one, good shit. See, we get birds pooing on our channel. Not how's my poo cam for you, Blake? But yeah, it's too cloudy and smoky over there, so I'm just going to go home. Order some Uber Eats. What should I order, guys? Oh, this one's here again too. So you may know that bird from Kung Fu Panda. She's just retired now in the bush of Australia. So yeah. Oh look, last of the sunset. See, check out those colours, guys. How good. Yeah, so that's the sunset. Temperature's starting to drop as fast as the sun now. But I'll take you back to where I started, or where the video started from. I don't know how many of you have seen it from the start, but I like to call it my little enchanted forest at the back here. Well, I don't. The kids do. But yeah, check that out. Check it out. Seeing that there, guys, you wouldn't expect to be in the middle of the city. It looks like something from the outback, but it's actually not. It's just the local bushland in my area. I'm only 25, 30 minutes from Fremantle and about 40 to the city on a good run. So, for those of you who don't know Perth is a big urban sprawl. I think it reaches what, from southern suburb to northern suburb, about 120, 130 kilometres. And it goes back about 35 to the Perth Hills. So, I believe it's one of the longest cities and the most isolated city in the world. But I'm going to finish this off properly. We'll go down here. I don't want to film anyone's house when I'm walking down the street because I think it's bad manners if I do that. But where we're going to end the video is where I started the video from, which is not too far from where I'm living. And no, I'm not going to tell anybody. If you know, you know. That's good. If you don't, even better. And if I get more subscribers and people liking, could have a mansion one day. Could be having a big autistic party together. And we can make fun of neurotypical people. That'd be cool. But yes, the crow is crowing. But yeah, we can see the reeds here. There's another canal that comes pretty much from Rocky Shops or by the train station, and essentially runs all the way into the lake. We just walked. But here's a little bridge where I started. So that's my lap complete. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, go to the channel, subscribe, and support all things autism. Support me on Walk for Autism. I'll be back tomorrow with a long form video with how it all went with my psychiatrist and getting a diagnosis for autism. So please stand by for that one. And I hope you have a good night. Peace, love, and autism.